Well, G-Man, you said anything. How about helping you out with your dinners for the week? And easy weeknight dinners that saves time. These are absolutely possible. And today we're about to show you one of our favorites. And this is our Clover Butro braised beef that is perfect. It is the perfect dish to share with some bread. It just takes you a couple of minutes to make. And this one is worth sharing. Raal, a little saucy met die beef in die bietjie broodjie and the dipping sauce.
Now
Can't go wrong.
You're
Can't
talking
go
music
wrong.
to my ears and my belly. I'm really getting a little bit of grumbles after you just mentioned that. But I'm so excited for this one. It's got some health boxes that are being ticked as well. We've got some protein coming through here. But we're making that protein taste oh so good, especially seeing that we're using Butro over here. So you've got some ingredients there. You want to maybe assist me with that one to start it all off? And then
So
I can
we
take it
have
from
got
there.
some corn flour, corn starch that I'm going to just give our beef a coating in, and then season it well with some salt and pepper.
Perfect stuff. While you're doing that, let me not get distracted and actually put the pan on, because we are going to be cooking out here. So I've got the pan on a medium to high heat because I'm going to just start to get my braise on while Zoe's doing that. Let's talk about our hero ingredient right now. Butro in the building.
Yes, we are
I'm
doing
going to put
Butro.
1 tablespoon into that. I'm sure, Zoe, you can provide Mzansi with some beautiful facts on why we're using this incredible ingredient right now.
Well, definitely. It is made with the goodness of dairy. Clover Butro, it is tasty, smooth, and so easy to spread. Plus, it adds a buttery flavor to the dish. Now, you can make a double batch because this tasty beef dish, it is perfect with those Butro sandwiches for work and school the next day. There's nothing better than leftovers on a sandwich.
Oh, truly. And when you have leftovers, especially when the flavor gets absorbed like it does with this ingredient, well, this recipe especially, oh, you're going to absolutely love it. Right, so I've got my Butro in the pan. It could be a little bit warmer than this or a little bit hotter because we are going to just be going for a braise now. So we're not going to be cooking the beef straight through. Another thing though, and a little tip, if you are pressed for time, instead of using beef, you can opt for like a steak instead. So steak strips will cook a little bit quicker on this one. So if
those
you are...
minute steaks,
you
just buy those minute steaks, cut it up, because that's a lot thinner and it goes quicker.
100%. And I think some of those minute steaks are actually tenderized as well. So that obviously speeds up the process of getting your braise on. So you would want to hear a little bit of a sear here. I don't have too much of that, so I would like to have my pan possibly a little bit hotter for this one. But the sear isn't too crazy because, again, we are going to be having another round and opportunity to absorb some more of the Butro and all that delicious flavor into this dish. Let me tell you about it. So let's pretend that we've gotten our braise on and that's finished because it's going to take a little bit longer here.
This is TV cooking.
TV cooking, yes. So just be prepared. You want to have some more heat in your pan so you can get that braise on. But looks like we're actually pretty much getting there. It's not too bad. I'm going to ask you if you can possibly grab me another one of those clean bowls over there so I can pop this braised meat back into the dish. So let me just do that.
So we're going for the medium rare option today.
Yes, medium rare, but don't worry, we've got another round coming through where we're also going to be adding some Butro to it as well. So don't despair, it shall continue.
So you'll braise the beef, take it off the heat, but then use the same pan to now make the sauciness.
Yes, because we've got some of that flavor that's already been pulled out from the beef, like you just mentioned. So I'm going to use some of the remaining fat and the Butro that's now combined beautifully to braise some onions. We've got some spring onion in there as well, and then some garlic. And we kind of just let that get its braise on before we add the rest of the ingredients.
Just let it sweat out a little bit.
While that's sweating out, I'm going to just talk about this. So we've got some stock here that also just adds some more flour, more power, sorry, to the meal. You can use veg stock, but we are using beef stock for this, obviously.
Just to amplify the flavor.
That's correct. And then we've got some soy sauce, sugar, and then some chili, just to kind of add that punch to it. What we are going to be doing, though, is first, once we've gotten the braise on for our onions and our garlic, we're going to add what we've just done with the meat back into that, along with all these ingredients. So I'm going to add the stock in now first, and then we've got the soy sauce.
And that will slowly reduce, thicken up, as well as get that sauciness that we want. Now, I went and grabbed a knife because I feel like if we're going to be serving it with some yummy little pieces of toast, we need to add some Butro too.
Beautiful. Yes, please bring it on.
Just to show you how easily spreadable it is. So you can really double up. I mean, if you want to cut the Butro out here, that's also your prerogative, but I personally love a little bit of Butro on some toast.
I don't think you can ever go wrong with adding a little bit extra. I know the ingredients even said add like 1 tablespoon. I kind of went a little bit extra.
You did.
You know, you can't go wrong. But you'll definitely see it in the taste when it comes through. Oh, it just brings all of these ingredients, all this flavor together in such a beautiful way. I'm getting this sort of a little bit of this oriental freshness to this as well. I think it's coming from the onion side of things. But once we're done with this, obviously, like I said, you want to have that pan just a little bit warmer, get that braise on, and then you'll end up with something looking as delicious as that over there in your hand.
And this is nice and warm that I've got here. So we've got some ready-made, and you can see the onions are completely translucent. We've got the sauce. There's a little bit of chili coming through. Share it on a little bit of bread, and you are good to go.
Whew, it smells so good. This is something you definitely want to add to your recipe arsenal and put lots of smiles on people's faces. Santi, look
Well, if you want to get your hands on this recipe, you can simply head on over to our website. That's expressoshow.com. Look for our braised beef recipe, and you can at home also recreate this for dinner or even lunches.
Nice.
I'd love another one, please, Mommy. With butro and lots of jam.
Another sandwich.
Clover Butro. Spread the dairy goodness.
Made with love by Clover.